Tutankhamun, known most famously for his tomb and suspicious death, remains one of the most well-recognized Egyptian pharaohs of all time. The 12th pharaoh of the 18th Egyptian dynasty, out of 31, had a short childhood, but one that has been analysed by experts and historians ever since, and his story begins in 1341 BC. His family past lingered in the boy pharaoh's reign as political and religious turmoil aroused by his father still remained. Tutankhamun's father, Akhenaten, son of Amenhotep IV, diverted Egyptian attention to the sun disk Aten. He defaced other gods, moved the court, and reigned like this for 17 years. He was forced to step down from pharaoh before his death. Little is known about Tut's mother, who was possibly the younger lady, a mummy identified in the Valley of Kings, and various speculations surround this subject. But the boy king didn't rule by himself. He had two advisors, Horemheb and Ai, who were also future pharaohs, Ai his immediate successor. Tutankhamun wasn't the most physically able pharaoh. He had a bone-crippling disease in his left foot. He was always shown as sitting in sporting activities, and he was apparently good at archery. Scans of the young king in 1995 reveal that he was a victim of malaria infections later in life. Attempting to keep family riches within the family, Tutankhamun's own parents were siblings. He also married his half-sister, with whom he had 2 stillborn daughters.
There are many theories surrounding King Tut's death. However, during his lifetime, Tutankhamun suffered from many medical conditions that may have played a role in the young king's death. The most prominent theory surrounding his death is that of foul play. However, CT scans show that he had a fracture to his left femur that was still an open wound when he died. The fracture would not have killed him by itself, though. Although in King Tut's tomb, the mummy had many ribs and part of his left pelvis missing. However, X-rays show that the left torso down to the pelvis was struck by a tall, blunt object. Close studies show that the accident was possibly caused by a chariot wheel. However, there was always a speculation that his advisor Ai murdered him out of greed, as he was the pharaoh's immediate successor. This suspicion was encouraged by the fact that a crack was found at the base of the pharaoh's skull, which could possibly be the result of murder. This could, however, have been a misuse of the mummy.
On the 4th of November 1922, Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered by the Egyptologist Howard Carter. It was a breakthrough in finding out about ancient Egypt, as everything was so well preserved. Tutankhamun's remains are still kept in his tomb in Egypt, but his famous burial mask is kept in the only air-conditioned room in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. The tomb also contains mummified bodies of Tutankhamun's 2 stillborn daughters in coffins. Here are some of the other items found in the tomb. However, even Tutankhamun's tomb is surrounded with conspiracy theories and legends. The pharaoh's curse plagues anyone who dares open the tomb. Carnarvon, the main financial supporter of the architectural journey to discover the tomb, died 7 weeks after the opening of the tomb from an infected mosquito bite on his cheek. When Tutankhamun's death mask was lifted from his face, they found a similar bite on Tutankhamun's cheek. At the time of Carnarvon's death, the lights are said to have gone out in Cairo, although this was fairly common, and his dog Susie supposedly also dropped dead. The media also speculated on the fact that several members of the team that discovered the tomb died shortly after finding it. However, they ignored the fact that the majority survived and the others that passed away were old or ill.